Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Let's get back to more Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. I'm Jennifer.
And I am your girl, Merideth. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry, I was looking at the computer. I'm like, hello. All right, so I love this segment every week. It's kind of funny. We got Tupac in the background there. All right, so every week.
Who?
Tupac. So we.
That's not what she said.
What did I?
You said Tupac.
Oh, did I? It's like I've been drinking or something. My words, I know. And this is so funny. And it happens all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I studied communications. I speak very I speak very fluently. No, I'm usually articulate, but when I get excited and I make my own language up, that's when you know I'm comfortable. All right,
Yeah.
so... And I am comfortable. I love being with this girl. So glad you tuned in every Saturday morning, 8 to 10, sharing about our lives and things going on in the community and spotlighting a lot of great local businesses and leaders. This weekend, we happen to be flying solo, but that's kind of the funny part is because that's when it's going to be a wild card. You never know what is going to be coming out of our mouths, all right? So we have with Share the Sweetness. Why don't you give them a quick little feedback or background why we have our Share the Sweetness segment?
Okay. Pretty much everything that you hear on the news from the, mainstream media is, it's all very negative and depressing. And so we like to find the positive, uplifting stories that kind of get pushed to the wayside. And we like to spotlight those stories that make everybody feel good and
Oh, yeah. Well, and
believe in humanity.
yes, just trying to brighten your day instead of thinking of all the bad, which
Right.
is inevitable. I mean, Jen and I definitely keep up with the news. We know what's going on. We're not naive to it. But we also choose to, pursue good things,
Yes.
too. And, kind of make that more of the goal than anything. And so do a lot of our listeners.
That's right.
In fact, a lot of our listeners love this segment. This
Yes.
is like one of our more popular ones, right? Because a lot of them, it's kind of like they've got their own top, 3,
Yes.
if you will.
Right.
So the Share the Sweetness is something we love to do. And it's just fun hearing about it once. Like the one Jenn found last week, which is huge.
Yes.
And, I actually saw a friend that went to Lamar later that day.
Uh-huh.
And I told her, I was like, well, how do you feel? Or Sunday. I was like, so how do you feel about it? She had no idea the guy was from Lamar. And it was just
Oh, wow.
so cute. I was like, oh, man. So, yeah, just really cool stuff. And, of course, there's still people trying to, I saw on social media someone was trying to, or some media outlets were trying to call that young kid obnoxious for.
Yes.
And I was like
For
appalled.
applying
Yeah, you mean for
for
doing
all of those schools.
for going out of your way to actually make sure you cast a wide net for everything you want?
Right.
You mean planning appropriately? And I think the kid should have gotten a scholarship for filling out 20 college applications in its own right. I mean, he should have won right then.
Right.
Which he did, of course, end up
Yes.
winning 20. I mean, that's
yes.
fantastic.
Well, he had already won like $250,000 in scholarships.
Yeah, it was just remarkable and well
On top
deserved.
of the full rides that 20 universities offered him. Okay.
Still gives me goosebumps.
Yes.
That's
okay.
just
Hashtag share the sweetness.
Yes, it's fantastic. And in fact, you're going to want to tune in, check us out on the YouTube for last week's show, or you can even look it up online because, it'll keep you inspired and definitely inspire
Yes.
your family, okay? It just shows you that anything is possible when you put your mind to it.
Yes.
You actually have to do things. You can't just sit there and want it. You have to actually go and pursue it, right?
That's right.
So share the sweetness. Why don't you kick it off, Mama?
Yeah. A 9-year-old Baltimore County girl got a ride to school she'll never forget. The Pikesville Volunteer Fire Company, made Layla an honorary firefighter/paramedic for a day on Thursday and drove her to Bedford Elementary School in a fire truck. It all started when Layla responded to a fundraising letter from the fire company and donated $10. The letter was asking for donations and Layla wanted to help. She thought the most she would get as a thank you So she's thrilled. She was thrilled at the news. Not only did she get a ride to school, but she received a fire company patch, a t-shirt, and a fire helmet.
That is so remarkable. I love it when kids, you know, they feel compelled to do something and they want to make a difference. And so they know all it needs is one person. It's those little acts that together, right?
That's right.
I love the idea of her being that age and still reading wanting to make a difference, probably going in her piggy bank and really,
Right.
what a great thing. And we all need to support our first responders. And so definitely applaud her. It's so cool. And I
That's
love
right.
the name Layla, by the way. I love it. All right. So, yes, that's a good one. This next one I found online is 2 Florida teens who were out fishing helped save several boaters, including 2 small children, after they spotted a capsized boat. Florida Keys natives Mason Baker, who's 17, and 18-year-old Will Coffin were out fishing for Yellowtail Saturday with Coffin's uncle when they saw the overturned vessel. The teens weren't sure what they'd find when they made their way over. While en route to give whatever aid they could, the teens radioed for help, alerting the U.S. Coast Guard and of the situation.
Isla Morada.
Thank you. She knows I'm skipping the word because I don't know how to say it. Once at the boat, the teens and Coffin's uncle, David Tolhurst, found the 5 adults, a 4-year-old boy, and an infant clinging to a capsized 23-foot boat off the coast of Plantation Key. Wow. When they arrived on the scene a half hour later, the Coast Guard crew airlifted the 3-month-old to EMS services in case of ingestion or saltwater, and no other injuries were reported. Coast Guard officials commended the boys, who were both seniors at Coral Shores High School in Tavernier, and headed to Florida Atlantic University together in the fall. What a remarkable set of boys, and what a blessing that family is okay.
Absolutely.
Ooh, wouldn't that
However, can I just ask, why was there a 3-month-old baby on a boat to begin with?
No, and
Okay, good job, boys. I'm very proud of you for helping to rescue those. That's all I needed to say, is there should not have been a 3-month-old baby on that boat.
And yes, I can definitely see your point. Some water babies out there would, maybe say some other points, but we're going to leave the sweetness here. We're going to have some sweetness.
Yes, we are.
And I want to point out real quick, if y'all notice that last line, okay, about the boys, they're in high school, Coral Shores High School in Tavernier, and headed to Florida Atlantic University together in the fall. Listen to that, guys. They already know where they're going. That means they're planning. I want kids to know that. Pass it on. Don't wait. Learn from this.
Well, they are seniors.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I say that because I was one of those that didn't pay attention until I was like, oh, senior year. Oh, I got to go somewhere next year. What do I do? Which really.
So if you do it properly, you will start to plan your junior year.
Yes. Well, and if you do it, truly, properly means, actually once you're a freshman to start taking, of course it starts early on, try to do your best, but definitely from freshman on.
Well, yes, you start to apply to college as your junior year.
But word to the wise, guys.
I did not either.
Oh, yeah, no, I was I'm a blessing that I'm still upright. Good night. But yes, you can actually get course credit for stuff that Jen and I couldn't do back in the day, right? So you can go and already be, I've heard of people who have associate's degrees when they graduate high school. They have enough credit to do that, and it just blows my mind because all I want to say is, hey, guys, you can do it too, and of course I'm speaking probably to my son, Jack. This is what I plan for you. But it's just one of the things that is a necessity. And, there's actually a show out there which I don't like necessarily the voice of the guy, but it's Adam Ruins Everything. Have you heard of that on True TV?
No.
Well, I'll let you see an episode. They do, and of course he does a show just kind of talking about the myths and actually providing facts on various topics. He's done it on football. He's done it on, Valentine's Day, employment, all kinds of stuff, health insurance, all kinds of things. And he was talking about that too. And that's when, he was just saying that we definitely could do better. And I was like, all right, good to know. And saying that more or less, if you start from the beginning, you can make the best of it, and that college degrees will matter. I know we don't say that, but it really will help. Now, of course, the irony of having to pay for all that. Yeah, you got to check out the Adam Ruins Everything, because he talks about financial aid and stuff, and it really helps to kind of show you some light on other topics. But, yes. So, share the sweetness. Hashtag, come on, share the sweetness. Not hashtag, come on.
No,
Hashtag share the sweetness. Pass it on. And of course, we want to hear your sweetness too. So if you've got stories, just something that happened in your day, it doesn't have to be anything, exciting. You want anything or, just something nice you want to do and pass it on. Let us know. We love to share that kind of news, especially locally. And anything to kind of keep it going. Right, Mama?
That's right.
Why don't you fill them in on our social media? We'll take a quick break before we go to Dream.
Okay. Facebook and YouTube, we are Grit and Grace Texas. Twitter, Grit and Grace Tex, TEX. They won't give us the this.
Shiesty.
You can catch us on Our City TV on Suddenlink Channel 12 on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. And you can get the Lone Star Internet Radio app. You can email us at gritandgracetexas@gmail.com. Lots of ways to get in touch with us.
Yep, she's so right. There's going to be lots of ways to get in touch with us. Of course, next weekend we're going to be at the Montgomery County Fair, and we'll be broadcasting there. It's going to be awesome. But then the weekend after that, that's why you got to connect with us on Facebook. That's going to be where it's going down, because some Facebook Live action on our road trip.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be pretty hilarious, just saying. So I already know, especially with our top threes. I mean, we committed. We said it.
We did.
So we have to do it.
Amanda, 2 weeks. You will have to watch Facebook Live to see us.
Yes. But you can also catch us, do a tag team where because our Facebook Live is going to be throughout the trip. It's not just going to be during the show.
Correct.
During the showtime, we'll have one of our favorite playbacks. And then we'll have liners talking about, you can catch us on Facebook Live. But yeah, that will be, can I say it? Extravaganza. Black Silk. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back.
We're coming back and going to Dreamland.
Yes, we are. Thanks so much.
Stay tuned for more fun on Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth.